so the universe sprang into being. Worlds filled with endless potential were scattered into the beyond. They formed into many different shapes and sizes. And while most were doomed to drift among the cosmos barren and alone, others flourished. These few planets soon became home to the greatest phenomenon of all. Life. However, life is a peculiar thing. It comes and goes as swiftly as a bit of space debris burning up in an atmosphere. A creator's purpose was always that of an observer, to simply admire the fleeting beauty of life's beginnings and ends. Yet this balance could never last. The issue with allowing a species to evolve independently is that they always fail to do so. For life to have a better chance of succeeding, it needs a helping hand. Ah, here we are. Welcome to Mother Planet. This is a bare sight, for it came to be that there was day and night, warmth and cold, and water to flow through the planet's veins. The soil was rich with minerals, which gave rise to a thick blanket of green. The perfect ecosystem was formed. It is no wonder, then, why life has chosen to inhabit it. A new species has been born, and they need guidance. This is your purpose now. Their very existence rests in your hands.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. So we're doing something a little bit different today. We're playing Universim rather than The Sims. I hope you enjoy it. My job now is to place the epicenter onto the world, and then we'll find out more about it, I suppose. I'm so excited to start this game and see where it takes us. So let's do it.
Take a look at your new subjects. They're called nuggets, largely because of their body's apparent inability to keep itself in one piece. Adahi and Elu, the architects of their species. They are the founders of everything that nuggets will ever know or achieve.
I was quite confused at first, to be fair, about what was going on here. But they kind of just do their own thing. You do need to obviously look after kind of like a godlike figure. But you do kind of just leave them to it. They'll start chopping down trees and building stuff that you request them to build. But the residentials, they'll just start building themselves. I love that effect as well. When you do go up a bit too high into the clouds, you'll get like the rain on the camera. I think that was pretty cool. But yeah, they just mostly have to collect wood and stone for the stuff at the moment.
With this, you basically select what you want them to start learning, and then they can start building and doing more stuff.
I hope all of these sparkly buttons aren't making you dizzy, creator. A fickle mind can easily be overwhelmed.
The narrator for this game is actually a genius. Some of the stuff he comes out with when you're trying to do stuff is hilarious. So that does add a bit of a comical value to the game, I believe. I really want to know what that is under that water. But when you set up stuff around the water, which you'll see a bit later on, the water does start to drain. You do whatever you do will make an effect on this earth, which is a really good lesson to portray, I think, not just for like my generation, but for younger ones also.
This message has a peculiar smell. Did you write it?
I was so confused what he meant at this point. I was like, what message?
This is quite a beautiful planet. Try not to ruin it, will you? What are you, some sort of fairy godmother?
So that's how you make two nuggets kind of go and do their own thing. The more nuggets we have, the more nuggets we have working for us and building, and the bigger we can get. So I advise doing that.
I wasn't aware that mating was a spectator sport. Oh, would you look at that? A little baby nugget. Aren't they adorable when they're young? Don't get too attached, though. They're still mortal after all. Plus, they will soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
So they're struggling to agree on names. The dad wants stick and stone, and the wife's about ready to break his bones. They want some help naming. Can you help us settle this argument? Of course I can. So the first child is Donut. I think that's suitable, and we will call this one Biscuit. Because, again, why not? They're the first thing that come to my head. Who doesn't want a child called Biscuit? I think we're doing quite well with these now. Obviously, you have to wait, but when you're in this wall thing, the timer won't go down. It will only go down when you're playing. But what I will also say is this is on double speed. It's not a slow game because the 3 amount you can see at the top, that's the year. So it does go by quite quickly when you look at it like that, but the game can be a bit slow. I was finding myself half leaving it while it was playing. Once I'd set up what I could set up, or while I was waiting for the skills to be learned. Yeah. So if you're looking for a very chill game that you can just kind of potter about with, this is the game for you. I think once it gets going a bit more, there's going to be a lot more to do. But I guess what I am saying is it can be quite a slow starter, is what I'm trying to say. Just going the very long way about it. Yeah.
I can see how that research could be useful, creator. I'm picturing nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of automated back scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong. Let's hope that nugget doesn't burn the building to the ground. I hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you? You'll be remembered, creator. That's for sure.
So my top tip, I think, at this point, would be to put as many wows in as possible, to make sure that you do have enough reservoirs for when the winter comes, because you will be fucked if you don't, and also to make sure that you build your archive, because you can assign a nugget, that'll be their job, and then you'll see them just running around the little map, and they'll run back to the archive and they'll save your game for you, rather than you having to keep pressing save and overwriting different save files. Yeah, I love just watching them work though, just doing their thing, like building their own little residentials. Like, yeah, it's cool, and just see it start from nothing and working its way up to being something.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean, sure, it's built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
So you get godlike powers with this game, which is pretty cool. You get to do some magic spells, I suppose. The big circle in the left hand corner, that is the amount of magic points that you have. I think that's the word for them. I don't know if there's a technical term in the game for it, but that's what I keep calling them. And you can, like, obviously, where you saw me make the two nuggets fall in love, you can fix buildings, you can repair them, you can make a sim better. If they've got broken bones, you can fix the bones. If they're just feeling ill, you can fix that. Yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to do that, I suppose. You can change the seasons as well at some point, or you can make a thunderstorm. Yeah, there's quite a few cool things that you can do. So I'm excited for you to see them all. So cooking utensils is now complete. We've got 2 more open spots for this. So the more of these you do, you can unlock different buildings. So like the next one would be, once we've done the storage areas and the shaman, would be the town hall. And then we can have our own, and yeah, you get the gist of it, I'm sure.
Let's hope that nuggets don't overreact to the falling leaves this year. I can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though. Apologies. Are you aware that buildings decay over time? Usually engineer nuggets keep them in shape, but they might be stretched too thin. Consider building more engineers' huts. You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me. Have you invested in a few reservoirs, Creator? If not, trying to survive winter with your pumps frozen solid will probably convince you to. Are you planning on doing anything about the water situation, or do you simply enjoy watching your civilization suffer? Not judging, just curious.
Okay, so my man lost his kid, and now he's asking me to go find him. Basically, we go and do it, and it's an absolute nightmare. I couldn't find this goddamn kid anywhere.
I hope you find more than just bones, Creator. Every nugget counts.
So here he is, surrounded by wolves. I've got 30 seconds left.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
The controls are a bit mad. They're completely backwards to The Sims. Let's just say that. Oh, we've completed cooking oils. There we go. So I couldn't figure out how to move him and where, for one, my map was. If I could release my finger from the mouse, would he drop? Probably should have done that before I lifted him that high, or finally got back to camp. But here you go. There's me failing, and now me realising that I can take my hand off the mouse and I can just move it about. They're not too hard to get used to, though. It's not that difficult. You'll figure it out. If I can do it, you can do it.
I think the birds are conspiring against you, Creator.
Yay! We saved the little nugget. We did it. But my early comment about the reservoirs, this is why. We've run out of water and it's winter, and I haven't unlocked it yet that we can change the season. So I think we're fucked. Yeah. Have I ruined the game already? We're not even 20 years in yet. And I don't have my magic power to change the season. These are my powers. See? None of them gonna work. God damn it. God damn it, Leroy. I do feel like there is a lot more to come from this game though, because we are only in like the Stone Age really. It's only just It's only just begin. It's only just began is what I was trying to say. There's so much more to build. There's so much more to upgrade. There's so much more to learn. I'm excited. I am excited. If we make it through this winter with no water, that is. I mean, in real life, could they not just eat the snow? Because that's just don't eat the yellow snow. Because that's technically just water, isn't it? I mean, alright, it's a bit grim, I suppose. But if you can see that the snow is like untouched, so it's like freshly fallen, just put it in your mouth a bit. It's like a little slush puppy. That's what I'd do.
What are you trying to do? Make it sing a cappella?
I'm trying to make them fall in love so I can have more nuggets. And then more people working for me. So we're covering Ancient Burial, and now we're finally selected a Town Hall. We've got one more we can pick, and we'll go grass weaving because maybe we can upgrade our buildings, our little residential buildings a bit more once we know grass weaving. That could be a roof. I don't know. Is that what they used grass weaving for back then? Fuck knows.
I couldn't possibly imagine a better couple. Things are beginning to look green and happy again. Let's take a moment to appreciate it before you do something wrong.
And what makes you so sure that I'm going to do something wrong? Alright, I might have forgotten to put the reservoirs and build them prior to winter, but I'm doing it now. Have some faith. I do feel like this was a good lake to start at. It's quite a big one. Oh, and now we know shamanism, so we can start being a doctor, or a nurse even. Yeah. So we've got that little river by us. We're popping as many reservoirs in now as we can, because we know how we fucked up last time. We don't want to come round to another winter and be with no water again. But would you look at me maintaining a happy civilization? Like, I did that. That's all me. Me sitting here behind my PC screen. I have maintained this happy civilization. It's nothing to do with them doing all the graft. I'm just pointing a finger and waving some spells in places to make things happen quicker. Yeah. Also, you know how I mentioned this was double speed? I've actually sped this up in my editing software as well. So that's probably my only grievance with this game. I know I said it's good for chilling, but it is a bit slower than what it should be. I feel like if you've put a double speed button in there, you might as well make it do something, like let it do something, because I don't feel like it does in the game. They move like it's not even noticeably faster that they move. That is a bit annoying. But yeah, apart from that, it is a really good game. I am really enjoying it.
Once we get the latest bit of research peer-reviewed, verify its references, check with the ethics committee, and I'm just fooling around. Whatever it does, we're moving forward with it.
So overall, gameplay is good. It is mostly playing God and watching what's happening and what they kind of do. But you are in charge of where things will go, apart from the residential buildings. obviously the longer you play, the more you'll expand even. The nuggets themselves are really quite cute sometimes, and they're fast workers. I'll give them that. They're hard workers. They hardly ever get a break. They'll keep going throughout the night. So there's no complaints from me there. I'm very happy playing the matchmaker. That is probably one of my favourite things to do. And the fact that you can prioritise buildings that you really want throwing up, and they'll all just crack on with it, as you can see. Yeah, so that's good. I am enjoying this. I can't wait to see where it goes. I hope you're enjoying it too. There's still so much more that we can do and will do. If you do enjoy it, please let me know in the comments section, and maybe give this video a like. And if you like the overall content, please subscribe. And I know this is a Gemma Sims channel, but if you would like to see me play more of Universim, I think I'm saying that right, just let me know and I'll be happy to provide. And maybe we'll find out what is at the bottom of that bloody lake. I want to know what it is. Is that a lake? Is that a river? I don't know. But we're God and we will decide. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed playing it. And I'll see you next time. Bye!